Doesn't help when talking heads such as Mina uses her platforms. Ironically, in this case, was Blue Sky. In the case, to spew out false information as she is on the ground, like she's acting as if she's here in LA on the ground. But as media is reporting fake news to incite riots here in LA. Well, I showed a video yesterday from live action as these idiots break curbs, pick up rocks to throw at police. The 101 freeway continues to be shut down during the day in certain areas, and stores continue to be destroyed. Two of my friends have lost their small businesses. And the irony of all this is Mina endorsed Karen Bass, the mayor of LA, who lies every time she gets on TV. It makes perfect sense, people. Wake up. But what do I know? Speaking of ugly, our thumbnail has a few different that are not very attractive.
I didn't say that, Mina. I didn't say that.
But anyway,
I ain't say nothing about how y'all look.
I said it. She endorsed her, who endorsed that guy waving that on our cars, our town. Just put it all together, just so you know. And now she's come out and said that the news is fake in LA. The news is fake. Smitty, you live down here. We see what's going on. I've got firsthand knowledge that it's not. Two of my friends lost their businesses yesterday. Molotov cocktails thrown through, stole all their shit overnight. It's not fake. It's real. And I don't know why you would spew that information on your platform and lie. She did. That's all I'm saying. If you don't know and you're not here and you're not losing your business to it, it's very easy to say from your cottage in the Hamptons. It's very, very simple to say that the disparity between what's happened in LA and what's really being reported is crazy.
Where does she live at, though? Sure she don't live in LA, like for sure? I don't know. I have no idea.
Well, she didn't used to live in LA, so I doubt she is now. He is not here anymore.
No, I hear you.
So I don't know. I mean, is she living here and remoting in at ESPN?
I mean, I don't know. I don't watch ESPN, so I don't know if she's does that show remote or what. I don't know.
Be that as may. Let's say here.
Right.
Why are you lying?
Well, I'm gonna tell you what I think she's saying. I think what she's saying is
don't say what you think she's saying.
I think she's saying that it's not as bad. I don't think she's saying it's fake. I'm saying because for example, I had people like at home, of course, in Indiana. They're hitting me up like, "Damn, bro, are you good? Are you? LA looks horrible right now. You okay?" And I'm like, "Right, I haven't seen shit where I'm at." Like I said, yeah, I said it's happening downtown. A few spots downtown too, specifically, not everywhere. Like if you're living somewhere else and you're just watching the news, you think whole fucking city's just like it's burnt down right now. So I think she's just saying like it's not nearly as bad as what the news and stuff is making it look like. Now in certain areas it is bad, but it's not like the whole city's burning down.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think you're smart enough to know LA County is humongous.
Of course.
So, yeah, of course. So, I don't know if she realizes. So, you go to Compton, north side of Long Beach, North Long Beach, Compton, Paramount, Watts. It's bad right now. You go through South Central, through LA, to back to town, you have some decent spotted areas that's not being hit. And then you get back to downtown and between the 101 North all the way up to the Hollywood exit or to Lankershim, all the way back downtown, that stretch of about 20 miles, it's pretty fucking bad. They got a lot of shit cut off right there. A lot of shit cut off. The 101 freeway is being cut down. You can't drive there. You got to get off the freeway, which, guess what? Becomes a power and backup when you get off the freeways in LA. You know, Smitty, every day you do it.
Every day.
And guess what happens when you get off the freeway and you're bumper to bumper? Then you get a guy who hits each other accidentally, and guess what happens? Now you got tensions rising high, and then a whole new fight breaks out and a whole new drama on the side streets. LA in certain areas is fucking shitty right now, and a lot of businesses have been destroyed. A lot of damage has been done, and it's not peaceful. Seattle's burning right now. Chicago and Boston and Austin. It's crazy how it just all started together. And it's unfortunate that we're allowing our cities to burn. We have great cities in America, whether they're right or left leaning. I don't really care. I love going to certain cities. Now they are being destroyed. And anyone that believes that they should be destroyed is anti-American. Period. You're anti-American if you're okay with what's happening and allowing our shit, our properties to be destroyed. For folks that we don't know, we don't even need to know them. I don't even care if they're left, liberal, a Democrat, or if they're a Republican. If you lost your business during this, it is fucked up. I don't care if you're a Republican or a Democrat, homie. People lose their business, people losing their money, and people having to feed their kids and being stopped from going to work. Being stopped from going to work because of a protest. And you know how many brothers and sisters and city hood cats I know who can't get to work because they're being stopped by protests, who have confronted these protesters, and when they get out the car and look at them and be like, fuck is you? Liberal ass fucking white Karen is stopping me from going to work? A brother with kids to feed? It's getting bad, homie. Cats are starting to call it out. Cats are starting to see the bullshit, and it is what it is. But listen, I'm not for anyone to lose their business. I'm not for anyone to lose their shit. I'm not anti-American. That's the difference between the right and the left, the MAGA and the Trump. Nah, I'm American, homie. Whether the president is right or left, whether the president is black or white, I am for America. I don't really give a We have a huge problem right now. And we're burning our cities like Seattle to the ground with no police enforcement because the chief refuses to adhere to the rules and laws of the federal government because he doesn't like Donald Trump. That's anti-American, homie. Whether you like it or not, that's the fact. I don't want to get a political show. I'll wait for my show for that. But I'm just saying, a person with a platform, just like you would say, Smitty, for me, if I go out and endorse Trump like I did for the T-shirt, guess what? I did that, and that was my, what do you call it? What's the word? Prerogative.
Prerogative, yeah. You got to stand on it. That's like whatever side you went on, you got to stand on it. You chose your side, so good or bad, that's your side.
Yeah, we can all have a prerogative. We can all have a agenda. But see, my prerogative was to what? Change America. So guess what? I was going to push someone that wasn't in office the last 4 years. That was my prerogative. And you always know my stance on voting and all that other shit. At the end of the day, though, that was my prerogative. Oh, that's her prerogative. But we're seeing what's happening right now. It's just all fucked up. Everything's fucked up. It's a bad time to be walking around, man. I just wish it was this way. I wish we could disagree and not have to go to this fucking issue. Because regardless of what you say about me, regardless of what you say, I ain't the one out here pushing violence. I ain't the one out here pushing right versus left war. I'm not pushing black versus white war, civil war. That's the last thing I want, Smitty. I think people realize I want to just chill on the yacht. I want to be able to go to a mall. Go to the movies. We got so much shit that you cannot now in a country that was supposed to be the freest of all countries. And now we become numb to what we've been seeing over the last few years. So it is what it is.
It's complicated. It's complicated for sure. Because I don't know. We also, on the other side, is like we have the right as Americans, again, no matter what side you want, if there's a big enough issue that you truly like have a problem with that the country is moving or doing, you have the right to protest. Both sides do. Like, when Biden was in office, it don't matter who's in office, you have the right to protest. The problem is that with any protest, you can't fully control 100% of every single body. So there's going to be people, unfortunately, who are causing the chaos or who are going to the Apple stores, robbing the phone, taking phones and setting cars on fire. All of those things are very real. Anyone saying that it isn't real is just making stuff up. But at the same time, it's also very real when people say majority of people are not doing that either. But again, that's not the stuff that's going to be like pushed and seen because it's not
But
exciting.
Protests
know?
didn't use to traffic, Smitty. Protests were not impeding our ability to live and move. That was never a protest intention, and we've never seen it before. Over the last 6-7 years, it's become that's what you call rioting, though. Definition. Now we're rioting. We are actually doing certain things, and it's only in certain cities. That's the problem with it. Like, I don't understand. Yeah, Ruben made a great point. Like, we've always asked this question since a little kid. I remember my dad used to ask, so if there's a curfew during like the Watts riots in '65, and then we had the Rodney King thing in the early '90s, mid '90s.
Yeah,
we always used to ask. My dad was like, "Where do the homeless go when there's a curfew?" And no one's ever been able to answer me that. Where did the homeless go during COVID? Where did the mask come from to the homeless? Did you go give the shot to the homeless? It's so ironic. No one ever brings that shit up.
I really don't know. That's a good question. I don't know what they did during COVID.
They don't care. They don't give a fuck. It ain't nothing happening. It ain't nothing happening. And if I was a homeless, I'd be the ones out there looting the fuck out of everything during curfew. You didn't tell me nothing.
No, I would definitely. If I'm homeless, I'm living my different rule book. But yeah,
shit, you don't give a fuck about me. You didn't address me, homie. I'm in jail. Yeah. I'm in free jail. That's what homeless is. Yeah.
If I'm homeless, I want to be locked up. Actually, so that's why the rules don't matter to me. I've always
there's a real thing called imprisonment syndrome, Smitty, and I did my share of time when I was a dumb kid, and there's cats that get out and the same day get locked back up because they missed jail. Because they missed jail because they were in jail so long, and guess what? They missed the free cot and the hot in the cot. They want the hot in the cot. They don't want to go back out in the street.
Well, you got to figure it out. Yeah.
They get out there and be like, oh shit, I want to go back to 9500. I want to go back to the Twin Towers. I want to go back to Tehachapi. I want to go back to motherfucking Lone Park.
Silver Life.
I want to go back to Chino. Like, that's real shit. There's a real syndrome, institutionalized syndrome out there that I'm just telling you, it's a real thing. You can ask some real time veteranos that have been in jail for a long, long time.
That's real, homie.